Hello guys, welcome to a new video on Tower of God New World, and in this video we're going to look at the kit of YIRANG YEON, the second SSR Plus anniversary unit. So they decided to drop it like super soon instead of like waiting for Monday or Tuesday. They decided to drop it on Friday, which is huge, and we're going to have a look at her kit, what she's doing and stuff like that. The usual first impression kind of video. And I would say the fact that they are writing here great family Yirang Yeon is a bit concerning. I don't know, but if she is the flashback version, as some people on my Discord are like kind of suspecting, which I agree with, if it's when the great families were established, then perfect is the flashback version, so it's okay. If it were to be the current version, that would be pretty stupid, but okay, it's awesome. Great unit. She's yellow, so I had a doubt between purple and yellow, and I was leaning more towards purple, but if the next unit is going to be white in August, which at this point is makes a lot of sense, so yeah, highly likely, then it makes perfect sense that she's yellow. She's a yellow mage with controller, pretty obvious, same as YEON, the SSR version, so that's awesome. And we're going to have a look at the video now, then we're going to look at the skill descriptions and what she's doing. So let's just have a look.
This garden of fire will never go out.
Looking pretty good. This is a massive AoE attack with like a stun in it, which is not bad. Then we have a sort of skill like Viol with all the multiple banks. The number of banks seems to be quite high, but we need to see exactly the multipliers and the actual damage. And we have the special move. This AoE was massive. Like, what the hell was that? It's almost like the whole map. This is insane. This AoE is huge and is going to pull them all in the middle. This is going to be probably important to have affected at least a little bit, not in adventure. I mean, in adventure enemies don't really have effect resistance, so you can just always pull them all, which is pretty nuts. They are all going to be grouped up and then they're going to take damage. I'm hoping a shit ton of damage, but we don't know. We'll see. And they are like constantly crowd controlled. That's super insane. For biggest enemy are probably going to be like enemies with status effect immunity or something like that. Now if we look at the skill description, we can start from the passive, no need to go from from the special move. So the passive is when involved in an enemy elimination, which with all the AoE she has is probably all the time whenever an enemy dies, absorbs the target's type flame, recovering the caster's energy by a certain amount and increasing attack by a certain amount for a certain amount of seconds for a certain amount of stacks, blah blah blah. We know nothing yet, but if this energy is like 400 or so, she's going to spam the special move like crazy. The attack increase, I don't know what to expect. I probably am expecting like a 80% with 4 stacks or something like that. That would be pretty insane. And I think also Akin has that sort of attack multiplier or around that number. So it would make sense for an SSR Plus to have that. If it were to be like 100%, that would be super crazy. But yeah, let's have a look at the first active skill. She's going to send petals, which is the bang-like skill, to a certain number of enemies. The petal are going to explode on contact, dealing AoE damage to nearby targets and stunning them for a certain amount of seconds. If this kills a target, then it's going to reset the effect and cast it again, which is going to be pretty huge. I don't know how high this multiplier is going to be and how likely it is to target the same units. I have no idea, but this could be a really good burst that then just chains up one after the other with some special move in the mix thanks to the energy from elimination. So that would be pretty good. Then if we look at the other active skill, that was the first one that was used in the video. She's going to release flames all around her, dealing damage We don't know how high this damage is going to be again, but that's okay. And stun them for a certain amount of seconds. Then she's going to create burning zone in random locations. Now those burning zones that we saw in the video were kind of meh, like these ones that we see here and those ones. So they're small, not that reliable. I don't think they're really going to be that impactful, but still, it's in there. The burning zone are going to remain for a certain amount of seconds, dealing damage, but again, I'm not really expecting much from that part. And for the special move, she's going to concentrate for a certain amount of seconds. This is a bit concerning, like we don't really want her to be wasting too much time. Let's just hope it's like 1 or 2 seconds at most, or that with the exclusive equipment this effect gets removed entirely. And she's going to have status effect immunity, that's fine, and summon a flame vortex that deals a certain amount of seconds. Now actually these concentrates might not be before casting the special move, but might be the time that the special move lasts. If we have a look, maybe. No, okay, she's going to like be charging up for a certain amount of time, and then she's going to pull anyone, like everyone together. So yeah, if this one is short, it's probably better, and we'll see. So after that, she's going to summon again this flame vortex that deals a certain amount of damage per second for a certain amount of seconds. Seems to be lasting quite long. I'm expecting like probably 6 seconds of duration, something like that. She's jolting the targets, gonna be bad against Urek, but doesn't really matter. It's not like we're going to use her to fight Urek anyway. And it's going to pull enemies toward the center of the vortex. Pretty dope. And yeah, the vortex explodes at the end, dealing another amount of damage and stunning targets for a certain amount of seconds, which is the flower that we saw at the end. Overall, good crowd control, I would say. The damage potential is high. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is that we don't have any buffs on her other than the attack increase on the passive. We don't have like special move peers, we don't have magic peers, we don't have any kind of increase in damage other than plain attack, which could be a bit concerning, but not even that much. I mean, we have Shibisu that can decrease the enemy resistances, so it's fine. We have Hats, the tank version, that can decrease the enemy defense. So all in all, she can do fine, no problem with this kit alone. Obviously, we still have to see the exclusive equipment and we still have to see the revolution. Now, they will probably stack something crazy in the revolution. I'm expecting probably no special move pierce because she's still going to get it from the sub nodes, but I'm expecting something really, really good there. I mentioned in my Discord server, in my pinned comments, that I was thinking she was getting like a ignore enemy invincibility, and I'm still hoping for that in the revolution. So if it's there, guys, that's going to be a crazy call. That would be insane. So enemies that have like invincibility, immortality, whatever, they would be like destroyed. That's my hope. And if it's revolution, that's awesome because enemies in adventure won't have that, which is insane. But we'll see. We'll see what they have in store for us in those two things. The kit already seems to have crazy damage potential. Is all damage, and that's it. Damage and crowd control, which is not bad. And she's an anniversary unit. She's a family head. They cannot make her weak. So the scaling is going to be insane. Or like exclusive equipment and revolution are also going to be insane. Pretty sure. So that's pretty much all we know about her at the moment, guys. We don't have any more information, and we probably won't until she is released. But from what we saw, again, she just seems to be an improved version of Hiwa, because none of these skills force her to move. YEON just had to move to get in range for like small flamethrower kind of skill, or the AoE effect that never hits anyone because she's not in the middle of the fight. It's really a weird kit. Hiwa really only had the special move. She has a lot more than that. So yeah, I mean, she's likely going to be a super crazy good unit. We just need to see multipliers and what they're giving in the exclusive equipment revolution. Pretty excited, not gonna lie. And I will be streaming on the day that this unit releases. I will be Not maxing her immediately because again I want to try her out with like first 3 red and then see how she performs from there. But definitely I'm going to like try her out a lot on the day she's released and probably going to max her the same day. We'll see, but looks pretty insane. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.